Hi crocheters of the world, in this tutorial we will work together on this pattern of a Solomon knots and puff stitches shawl or scarf, depends on the length that you want to make it. And I must say it's so very beautiful, so very nice. It's not that I must say, look at it, you can watch it. So isn't it just lovely? And if you know to work the Solomon knot, this will be really easy for you. If you don't know to work the Solomon knot, maybe you just need to practice a little bit, but I will show you step by step how to work it. Okay, first of all, I want to draw just to show you how we will begin, just to give you the idea. So we will begin with a diamond shape, something like this. We will begin from here, 1, then we will work 2, 3 and 4, and we will come back here to slip stitch in it. Okay, so we will work first 1, 2, 3, 4, and there will be 1 Solomon, 1 puff, 1 Solomon, 1 puff. We will finish with a puff. Now to go on, continue on with the next row, we always will Solomon knot one more, just to be here again. And one row, each row we will begin and we will end with 3 stitches like this, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch here, then 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch here, and again Solomon knot, just to be again in the position to begin a new row. So again 1, 2, 3. Now in the middle we will actually work only 2 to close this diamond shape, 1 and 2. We will finish as we end with we will finish as we begin with 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this is the way we will continue on. So again we will Solomon knot to be ready to begin another row, and we will work 1, 2, 3. Then in the middle we will work 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and at the end 1, 2, 3, and then Solomon knot again. Okay, so this is the idea. Now we will begin with a puff stitch. So we will be a Solomon knot and a puff stitch, Solomon knot and a puff stitch. Okay, and because we will finish with a puff stitch, we will begin with a Solomon knot. So Solomon knot and then puff stitch, Solomon knot and then puff stitch, Solomon knot and then puff stitch. Okay, so it's 1 Solomon, 1 puff, 1 Solomon, 1 puff. Finish the row with Solomon, begin with puff. Okay, now let's get started. So first of all, as I said, as I showed you before, we begin with these 4 stitches that we will just want to close them together, and these are these 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we begin with a Solomon knot. To work the Solomon knot, we just want to chain 1, then let's say it's about 1 centimeter and a half, more or less, then pinch in the middle, just pinch here, pull up a loop, pull through, and insert hook here where you pinched, you have the space here, pull up another loop, yarn over, single crochet. Always slip stitch after the single crochet. When you work Solomon knot or puff stitch, just slip stitch after you single crochet. It's very important for the structure, perfect definition, let's say, of the pattern stitch. This is a trick of the pattern stitch. Okay, this is the first. Now let's go on and work our first puff stitch, more or less the same length. yarn over, insert hook into the single crochet, into the single crochet we work. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go 5, 6. Okay, I go here only 4. Now to close this, we pinch again here at the base and then yarn over, pull through all. We just insert hook here where we have the loop that we pinched, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and slip stitch. Okay, now these are the 2 basic steps. Let us go on with another puff stitch, with another Solomon knot. Now that I shown you how to work it, I will go on a little bit faster. Slip knot, and let's go on with the puff stitch. Yes, so it's Solomon knot, puff stitch, Solomon knot, puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I work only 4 here, okay, just because this is a little swatch to show you how to work it. But in my shawl, so single crochet, slip stitch immediately. In my shawl, actually, I'm working with 6 yarn over, pull up a loop. Okay, so 6 times I do this because I just want these beautiful large puff stitches. Okay, so look at this beautiful design that it has. Okay, so I have 3. I will finish with a Solomon knot, single crochet, slip stitch, and now I just want, no, sorry, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to Solomon knot. I need only 4 stitches. Sorry. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I just go back into the chain, beginning chain, insert my hook into it, and slip stitch to join. So this is my very first diamond shape that I have. Okay. So Solomon knot, puff stitch, Solomon knot, puff stitch. It's here that I finished my row. This is my first row. So I will Solomon knot here to begin the second row, okay? And because I finished with a puff stitch, I will begin the second row with a Solomon knot. And I will work 3. 1 Solomon knot, 1 puff, 1 Solomon knot, and then slip stitch here. Then I will work, let's get started, and then I will explain you step by step. It's better, not so confusing. Okay, so I Solomon knot just because I want to be, so I Solomon knot and turn my work, insert hook here into the single crochet of the puff stitch and slip stitch. Now I am in the position to begin my next. So this is only this Solomon knot, we all only work it because we want to be in the position to begin another row. Now we will work, so I begin with, I finish with a puff stitch. I will begin with a Solomon knot, pinch, pull up a loop, single crochet, slip stitch. Now I will continue on with a puff stitch, obvious, 1, 2, 3. So here I work only with 4, 3, yarn over 4. Okay, pinch, pull up a loop, single crochet, slip stitch, and I will work 1 more Solomon knot to finish this first slip stitch. Okay, so I will come back here in the middle into the single crochet, and when you join, always join with a slip stitch only. Okay, so this is my first step. Okay, now I complete this diamond stitch shape, and I want to complete this one. 1, 2, 3. I finished here with a Solomon knot. I will begin with a puff stitch. So as you can see, it's easy. Yarn over 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pinch, pull through all, insert hook, pull up a loop, single crochet, slip stitch, Solomon knot, pinch, single crochet, slip stitch. And now again we need 3 stitches, so again we will work 1 puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yes, here it's more than enough. Pull through all, pinch, single crochet, slip stitch. And now I'll go back into the single crochet here at the base of the puff of the previous row, slip stitch into it. Now I finish my second row. So as you can see, I work 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now from the third row, we will work inside, yes, the row, so not only the beginning and the end, okay? So here we work the beginning and the end with 3 and 3. Now I will work 3, then I will work here on the inner side part, let's say, of the row. I will work only 2, then 3 again, okay, to finish. But first of all, Solomon knot to position myself in the place, perfect place here. So single crochet, slip stitch, sorry, here. So now I am just ready. I am just ready to begin another row. So I will work again 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I finish with a puff. I will begin with a Solomon knot. Solomon knot. Then always slip stitch. Then puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pinch, single crochet, slip stitch, and now again one more Solomon knot. We need 3 stitches. Slip stitch, single crochet, slip stitch. Now this is the one that we will skip and slip stitch to join. Okay, we begin. I finish with a I finished with a Solomon knot. I begin here with a puff stitch. 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Single crochet, slip stitch. Now here we need 2. Okay, so as I said, in the middle we need only 2 to close one diamond shape. So I will go on with 1 Solomon knot, slip stitch, insert hook into the single crochet and slip stitch. Now I complete the middle one. So I complete this one with 3, then the middle one with 2. As you can see, now we have all that we need. And now I will go on with 3, 2, because I am at the end of my row. So I finished here with a Solomon knot. I will work this with a puff stitch. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, pinch, pull through all, insert hook, and okay, 1. Now I go with the Solomon knot and with another puff stitch. Let's go on with another puff stitch. 3 and 4. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3. We just insert hook at the end of the row and slip stitch to join. Look at it. So now you understand the design. I hope you do, because it's easy. It's a diamond stitch. We begin with 1. Then we go on with 1 and 2. Then with 1, 2, we close this one, and 3. Okay? Now again, we will begin each row with a Solomon knot, just to insert hook into the single crochet here on the top of the puff stitch to be in the position, perfect position to begin our new row. And again with 3 we will begin. We begin with a Solomon knot because we finished with a puff stitch. So we work Solomon knot, puff stitch, and one more Solomon knot. And we insert hook here and we slip stitch to join. So we begin with 3. And now I finish with a Solomon knot, I will begin with a puff. Actually, if we have puff here, we begin always with a puff. If you have Solomon knot, we begin with a Solomon knot. 3 and 4. And now I will work my Solomon knot, and we always join the Solomon knot into a Solomon knot. As you can see, we have the Solomon knot here, we join here. Okay, now we have the puff. We begin with a puff. Okay, single crochet, slip stitch, one more, and this will be Solomon knot because we just worked. And here we have what we have, Solomon knot, so insert hook, slip stitch, and now we have to work our 3 to finish the row, sorry, 1, 2, 3. So let us go with, we have a Solomon knot, we begin with a puff, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are. Now again a Solomon knot, and again a puff stitch. We close, we single crochet and insert hook and finish your row. Okay, now this is what we have. So it's like this that we just need to go on. So as you can see, now we can just see the lines, chevron lines that we create, okay? They are lovely, lovely, lovely. And this is how we continue on. So now we, the basic rules are always Solomon knot and slip stitch into your last stitch to begin another row. It's here. Okay. Always begin and finish with 3 stitches, and in the middle always work 2. Okay, so let's go on with 3. Will be a Solomon knot. We finish with a puff. Now we go on with the Solomon knot. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain, and let's go on with the Solomon knot to finish these 3 stitches. Insert hook here and we slip stitch to join. We have our 3 stitches, and now we go on with 2, 2, 2. Here we have puff. We begin with a puff. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again, puff and Solomon knot. So actually this is all. This is how we continue on. This is how we go on. It's pretty easy, and it has so beautiful design. Beautiful, really. Okay, now again Solomon knot, and now for the last one we will puff stitch, Solomon knot, puff stitch. We always work 3 stitches to finish. This is puff stitch, Solomon knot, and puff stitch. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, here we are. So insert hook. Okay. Now, when you finish in length and width your scarf or shawl, what you want it to be, I will show you how to put a very nice border on these two sides. And I will begin with the same Solomon knot here. So I want to be here. And now just let me show you. We will work on this side. I will show you how to work the corner and then on the other side. So let's get started with the border. We will work it on this side. I will show you how to work the corner too. We will work it with the Solomon knot. We work 1. We turn our work. It's here that we are working. Chain 5. Insert hook into the single crochet and slip stitch to join. Chain 5. Insert hook into the single crochet and slip stitch to join. Again, chain 5. Slip stitch to join, and we have this little shamrock here. And we will slip stitch and work another Solomon knot. Slip stitch, skip the puff stitch, insert hook into the single crochet and slip stitch to join. This is actually the border that we will go ahead and work, repeat. So, Solomon knot, single crochet, 3, 4, 5, chain 5, slip stitch, chain 5, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Solomon knot, skip the stitch, so here is the Solomon knot that we have to skip, and slip stitch to join. Again, now we have to work it over the puff stitch 1, so it's actually a Solomon knot, then 3 times chain 5 slip stitch into the single crochet and Solomon knot. That's all. So Solomon knot, single crochet, chain 5, slip stitch to join. Same thing, and at the end we slip stitch, we Solomon knot again, single crochet, slip stitch, skip 1 stitch and slip stitch again. So delicate is this border, isn't it? Now let's go on 2 times and we will be in the middle, into the corner actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 5, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. Slip stitch, Solomon knot, single crochet, slip stitch and slip knot. Here it is. Now I will work over the last till the corner. Solomon knot. Now I am into the corner, exactly into the corner. So into the corner we will work exactly the same thing. Only that we will work together. So both Solomon knots will be slip stitched to join here into the same corner, into the same stitch. We don't skip any stitch, okay? So Solomon knot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slip stitch. The second one, as I said, we will put it exactly into the same stitch. So we will have something like this for the corner, only for the corner. And we will continue on, you will continue on the same thing on the other side. And this is it. So this is the swatch that I show you. Hope you enjoy it. It's really a wonderful, delicate, so beautiful, so fancy and delicate scarf or shawl. Hope you enjoy it. I am working on mine with the linen yarn. You can find it into my shop. It's a very, very beautiful yarn for scarves, mostly for scarves actually, and shawls. Really delicate, even for blouses, summer blouses, tops, and so on. You can, I just want to give you some substitutes, so you can work it with the Tulip yarn. It's really beautiful yarn. You can find it again into my shop. Really beautiful yarn. Or you can just work it with the cake yarn, cake cotton fine. Would be just great if you want a color changing yarn. So hope you enjoy this. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you like my tutorial. Don't forget to take a look on our yarn shop. You have the link below, and see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.